How do you sit? Better yet, my question is, how did they move in this? So let us just keep in mind that a woman of the royal court would only wear a dress that's like this size for special occasions. The usual wingspan of a robe à la Francaise was around 3 to 4 feet, but some court dresses were upwards of like 6 feet wide, with some dresses being so wide that women had to pass through doors sideways. How graceful. I was told this, but I don't know if it's true, but that French doors were invented to accommodate these wide dresses. And I don't know, that always makes me smile. But like, if you think about it, the way that French doors open, it does make sense because the way they open would accommodate a dress of that size. Eventually, sumptuary laws were enacted to kind of like restrict the overspending and the excessiveness of the elite. So anyways, back to the mantua or the court dress. It was actually a skilled practice to learn how to walk in one of these. Women were taught how to turn around, how to dance, how to use their fans, how to make gestures and how to move forward, and how to put on this dress. This was skilled, and the reason it was skilled was because it showcases that the elite can show that much respect to the royal family. There is ceremony involved in putting on a dress like this, and therefore within that ceremony, a status for this individual has been established. The wider the skirt, the wealthier they are, the more they're able to show off the textiles and maybe like the French passions of fashion for this time period. This dress was a language, and it was utilized to make people more amicable in the eyes of the royal family. So the layers of clothing and the wide skirts were absolutely heavy, and they could be very awkward to move in. In the novel Belinda, written in 1801, Lady Delacour laughs at the absurdity of wearing a court dress because even though fashions changed by 1801, this style was still required to be worn at formal court occasions. Hence, learning how to wear this outfit. Lady Delacour says, "Everybody wears hoops, but how few, 'tis a melancholy consideration, how very few can manage them." And in 1787, "How such a meager creature as I am can support so much fatigue, for I only stood from 2 to 4 in the drawing room, and of course loaded with a great hoop of no inconsiderable weight." And especially in the case of a court gown, sitting down was absolutely forbidden in front of the monarch, unless in special circumstances. There are stories in fashion history books, especially around the 1860s, of women passing out from wearing skirts that are too heavy and standing for too long. But what if women were allowed to sit down? What happened then? How would you accommodate everything that's happening in that dress? Panniers are actually fascinating feats of engineering, and they feature inner workings that have hinges, and then the space between the boning, the fabric area is collapsible when compressed. And panniers also existed in a variety of sizes. So like I said, something like this would be more for everyday wear, and something like this would be for the court dress. So sitting, in fact, is not the issue. For me, the biggest issue would be getting in and out of a carriage.